Hi, thanks for joining me today. This video is going to focus on a flow that works the shoulders and our core muscles, both very important when we are in the saddle. Of course, our core for stability for the spine all of the time, and then we want to have a nice posture when we are in the saddle, so we find this nice opening through the front of the body, which requires a little strength for the shoulders and the back of the body. So we're going to do a flow from standing. You won't need anything to sit on today. If you have yoga blocks for when we come down to the ground, if you'd like to have those accessible, you can have those, but you don't need them if you don't. You don't have to have them if you don't have any blocks. So we're going to start in mountain pose. So feet hip distance apart. Find your grounded foundation. So think of pressing into all four corners of the feet, ball joint of the big toe inside of the heel, a ball joint of the little toe outside of the heel. So think of your horse standing square, same idea. We want to think of a little tiny bit more weight in the heel. That is the biggest bone in our foot, our heel bone. So we want to bring a little bit more energy into the heel. Arms down by your side. Think of the sternum lifting, think of the collarbones being wide. So we've started from the ground up, building that foundation. And then make sure that your head is balanced right on top of the spine. The head is right over top of the shoulders, shoulders right over top of the hips, hips right over top of the heels. Just like in the saddle, but of course not with the legs straight and the knees not bent. So coming into your mountain pose. You can close the eyes for a few breaths if you'd like, or just take a soft gaze down without letting the head drop down. But just take a few breaths, just noticing the connection of your feet to the earth. Again, awareness to the length of your spine. And begin to notice your breathing. Just breathing gently in and out of the nose as we move through this flow for the shoulders and the core muscles. And as you're ready, very gently let the eyes open. A little warm up for the shoulders to start. So as you inhale, float the arms all the way up and overhead, reach up through the fingertips. And then as you exhale, just turn the palms down, float the arms back down by your side. So just simple sun breath to start. Inhale, float the arms up, just feeling that movement through the arms, through the shoulders. Exhale, the arms again float down. Good, one more time like that. Inhale, float the arms all the way up. Exhale, release the hands all the way back down. So this time, arms again float all the way up. As we exhale, bring your arms into a cactus shape here with the palms facing each other. So elbows bent, palms facing each other. And keeping the arms just right lined up. So maybe later we'll draw the arms a little back, but for right now we want to have them just lined up with the torso. And then using our core muscles, our internal and external oblique muscles, we're going to rotate to the right and to the left. So nice deep inhale. As you exhale, twist your torso to the right. And then inhale back to center. And then exhale, twisting your torso to the left and back to center. So you should feel that right in these oblique muscles, side of the torso. Exhale again, twisting to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twisting to the left and back to center. Good, one more time each side. Exhale, twist to the right and back to center. Exhale, twisting to the left and back to center. Now inhale, extend the arms all the way up. Take the gaze up if it feels good. If not, just keep your gaze forward. If you're not at the end of your mat, go ahead and come to the end of your mat. Bring the palms together. Exhale, bring the hands down the midline of the body. Bend the knees, fold all the way down. Take a standing forward bend here. So let the knees really bend. Let the crown of the head reach down. You can take hold of opposite elbows if you'd like. Little traction here for the shoulders and the upper back and the lower back. You can do a little swing and sway side to side if you'd like. And then coming back to center, inhale, just come halfway up. Let the hands rest either on the shins or on the thighs. Draw the shoulder blades together. Find this shape, nice long spine, nice flat back. Now reach your fingertips back, palms facing down. So think airplane arms here. Draw the shoulder blades towards the spine. Feel that engagement of the upper muscles in the upper back of the arm, the tricep muscles. Now bend your knees out over your toes, sweep your arms forward, come to a chair pose. So your arms can be at shoulder height, or you can bring the arms up alongside the ears, whatever feels best for you. Inhale and exhale. Now thinking again, those core muscles twisting us to the left this time. So left hand to the sacrum. Bring your right hand to the outside of the left knee as you come into this chair twist. Make sure your knees are still staying the same distance from each other. Don't let them knock together. Option if you like to extend that left arm up, getting a little bit more opening through the chest, a little bit more work for the shoulders. If it feels better for your hand to stay on your lower back, keep it right there. Another breath, and then come back to center. Bring the palms together. Bring the arms forward, come all the way up, spread the arms wide, lift the heart and the sternum. And then again, palms together, bring the hands back to the heart. Take a breath here, inhale. And exhale, inhale again, float the arms up. Bend the elbows, find that cactus shape. And again, we'll do just one twist each side this time. So exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twisting to your left and back to center. Inhale the arms all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, bend the knees, fold all the way down, standing forward bend. Inhale, halfway up again, reach those arms back, find your airplane wings, draw the shoulder blades together, bend the knees out over the toes, and then sweep the arms forward. Find your version of chair pose. Inhale. And exhale, make sure you're still feeling weight in all four corners of the feet. Again, a little bit more in the heels. And then right hand to the sacrum, left hand to the outside of that right leg, twisting to your right. Option again, hand on this lower back, or extend the fingertips up. Again, a little bit more opening through the collarbones, work for the shoulders. And then bring the hands again back together, palms touch. Bring the arms again all the way up. Reach up, spread the arms wide, lift the heart and the sternum, and then palms together. Exhale the hands to the heart. Pause here, take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, float the arms all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, bend the knees, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. This time as you exhale, bend the knees, bring both hands to the mat, step the right leg back and the left leg back to a plank pose. Wrist under shoulders. You can bring your knees down to the mat for a little bit more support for the lower back if you would like. Otherwise, keep those knees bent, press through the feet, lengthen through the crown of the head. Inhale and exhale. Now draw lower belly in and up, sit bones up and back. Come to a downward facing dog. You can bend the knees here, find a nice length in your spine. You can pedal slowly through the feet, keep one knee bent, press down through the opposite heel, get a nice stretch on the back of that leg. Bend that knee, switch to the other side. Again, do what feels good for your body. Maybe both legs are straight if your hamstrings feel really good today. Another breath here, inhale. And exhale. And then come back to that plank pose. Bring your shoulders back over top of your wrists and then bring your knees down to the mat. Uncurl the toes, fold back to a child pose. Bring the hips back towards the heels. Let the forehead release down to the mat. This is where if you have a yoga block, you can give yourself a little extra support, letting your head rest on a block, or even stack the hands up, make little fists, stack the hands up, one on top of each other, and give yourself a little support that way. Inhale and exhale. And then press into the hands, come up to your table pose, center yourself on the mat, wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. Slide the right leg back, press through the heel. Lift the right leg hip height. We're going to do a little core, a little balance here. Reach the left arm forward. Inhale and exhale. Now bring your left arm out to the side. And then bring the arm so that it rests across your lower back. Draw that shoulder blade towards the spine. And you can stay right like that, or bend the right knee and see if you can find that right foot with the left hand, getting that nice stretch through the front of that left shoulder. And again, that variation is just to stay right like this with that hand resting on the lower back. Inhale and exhale. Extend the left arm forward, the right leg back. Release the left hand down, the right leg down. Before we do the second side, your option, child pose, hips towards the heels, forehead to the mat, or downward facing dog, sit bones up and back. Take a couple breaths, do what feels best for you. Inhale and exhale. And then come back to that table pose. Again, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Slide your left leg back. Press through the heel. Lift the left leg. Extend the right arm forward. Find your breath. Find your core strength. Bring your right arm out to the side. Bend the elbow. Place the hand across the lower back. Bend your left knee. Maybe stay here or see if you can find that left foot with that right hand. Open up through the front of that right shoulder. Make sure you're breathing. And then as you're ready, whatever shape you're in, extend the left leg back, the right arm forward. Release the right hand, release the left leg. Everybody this time, child pose, hips towards the heels, forehead to the mat, or resting on your hands or your block. Inhale and exhale. And then very gently, let's come back to table pose. One more little sequence here. We're going to do plank pose now from the elbows. So setting up in your table pose, look to where your wrists are, and then take your elbows and place them just where the wrists were. Forearms parallel, make sure the knees are right underneath the hips. Interlace the fingers to give yourself a little bit more stability here. And make sure those elbows are directly under the shoulders. If you take the hands and reach for opposite elbows, you should be able to just tuck those top two knuckles just to the outside edges of the elbows. So we don't want them too far away from each other or too close. So interlace the fingers, extend the right leg back, extend the left leg back, lengthen through the crown of the head. You can always, again, bring the knees down to support the lower back, but keep those core muscles engaged. Inhale and exhale. This is a great variation if you have issues with your wrist, but can be a little bit more challenging because we are lower to the ground, so gravity has more of a pull on us here. Inhale and exhale. Now gently walk your feet in just a little bit. Send your sit bones up and back. Come to a dolphin shape here. Variation of downward facing dog from the elbows. Inhale and exhale. And then as you're ready, release your knees down, release the hands, fold back to your child pose. Option this time, if it feels comfortable, to bring the hands back beside the feet. If that doesn't feel comfortable, just keep your arms in front. Reconnect with your breath. Notice how you feel. Begin to let the breath become a little deeper. And as you're ready, slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Letting the hands rest somewhere on the thighs. Again, find that nice length in your spine. If sitting is not comfortable, you can always come back to stand as we started. Just take a few moments again, let the eyes close. Notice how you feel. And take a moment to just honor yourself for doing a little bit for your self-care today with the practice of yoga. And as you're ready, very gently let the eyes open. So thank you so much for joining me today. Again, a very beneficial practice for core strength and for stretching and strengthening in the shoulders. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Check out Grey Horse Yoga and the online offerings that I have in the description box below. And I hope to see you sometime soon in the saddle or on the mat. Thanks. Bye-bye.